Keith, every time heavy rain floods cars in a major weather event, some of those cars end up on the market and unsuspecting buyers end up with a major headache and a very costly lesson to learn. Video of flooded cars in Fort Lauderdale is startling. What happens to those cars next, though, is something that could impact you. Consumer advocates warn that in the coming weeks, an influx of flood-damaged vehicles could begin to enter the car market. Somebody may try to sell them to you and never tell you about the damage. That's why it's important to have the car checked out by a mechanic before you buy it. Dusty Cox of Olin Mott tells me some sellers are good at covering up the evidence.
Water always leaves a mark, always leaves some type of mark. So,
but it's finding that mark that's hard.
Exactly. You'll get rust, you'll get corrosion buildup, especially on firewalls, behind the carpets, things like that. You can potentially have electrical problems.
Some other things to look for. Check under the spare tire well. Check there for signs of rust. Have a mechanic check all electrical systems. Wiring will be damaged by flood water. If carpets are damp to the touch or there is the faint smell of mold, do more research. The takeaway is this: look for signs and check the car's vehicle identification number for history. But when in doubt, get a professional opinion.
Is when I say, we can crawl up underneath there and look up underneath the dash or all your wires and your computers.
Flooded cars should be totaled by insurance companies, and if this happens, the law requires that car to be salvaged, so it should not end up on a used car lot. But as history has shown us over and over again, crooks always find a way, and these cars find their way on these lots.
Well, in the mechanics of a car right now, you get water in anything, it's a problem. And so basically, if a car's been trapped in a flood for a certain amount of time, it's basically shot. It's toast.
Yeah, for most times it is. Customer advocates tell me that this is especially true if salt water is involved, but even a small amount of water, it may be able to be removed, but sometimes that small amount of water still damages the cars like we just saw happen in South Florida.
All right, thank you, Shannon. Some good advice right there. If you have a problem that needs solving, all you have to do is call Shannon. The Better Call Bankin number, 1-855-BANKIT, or you can reach her on Facebook at WFLA Shannon.